Okay, class, we're going to talk about the resume and cover letter assignment. It's easier to just do audio than to have you read all this information. So basically, I want you to do a resume. It's not going to be anything fancy. I don't expect it to be, you guys are freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors. You don't have a lot of work experience, but I want you to understand the basic format and the purpose of a resume and some of the rules that go with it. So your resume is your chance to promote yourself. Some do's on that is you always want to keep a resume to one page. You don't want to have it more than one page. If you use bullet points to list things, you want to keep it to a minimum of 5. You want to balance it out so it covers up the whole page. So you might have to, have a little white space, but balance it out where it's even. If you are transferring it electronically, like to a potential employer, you always want to save it as a PDF before you transfer it. Otherwise, it can be altered. All the key titles need to be in bold. Make sure that you're not using, make sure you don't have typos or grammatical errors. Right now you guys are all in high school, so you will use your high school information. But once you graduate from high school or in college, you no longer use anything from high school. So make sure your email address is something that's professional. And not use any initials, acronyms that the potential employer may not know what you're trying to say. So these are like sample headers. I'm going to show you a different one, but each of those little headers, this is from the one that I made. I'm going to pull up a different one, just a second. Okay, so this is what I want you to look at. This is the sample that I want yours to look like. So you're going to have up here, you see you'll have the your name, and that will be the same on both. So you kind of turn this into your own little letterhead. So it'll be your name, your street address, city, all that on the top. And then you're going to have all of these bolded over here. Objective, education, awards, work experience, club, sports experience, volunteer experience, and your references. So those are the points that I want you to have on here. So like I said, objective, your objective, because you're all in high school, is going to be similar to seek employment while going to high school, that kind of thing. Gain experience while working in high school, something simple like that. Your education is going to be here in high school. You want to put the dates you attended, so it would be like August of your freshman year to an anticipated graduation of May of the year you plan to graduate. You want your grade point average on there only if it is above 3.0. Awards on that, I want you to have the header, but if you have not earned any awards yet, you can just type. This is something you're working towards, getting some awards for your resume. Work experience, this would only be a job that you've been paid for. So if you have never had a paying job, then you can leave the title there and save the template for later to fill that in when you actually have a paying job. But for right now, if you don't have any paid work experience, then it's okay to just type that right there for this lesson. club, sports, any kind of activities that you're in, you can put that in, and maybe if you had any special kind of job in the club, can include that. Or if you were, team captain, something like that, can include that as well. And then volunteer experience would be something that you didn't get paid for, that you just did out of the goodness of your heart, which could be shoveling your grandma's driveway in the snow, or collecting cans for school, or something like that. So, and then references will be 2 references, and it tells you want their first and last name and phone number and a brief reason why you know that or how they know you. References, you cannot use your immediate family members. You can't use your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, aunts, uncles, anybody that's a family member. It needs to be somebody who you are not related to, that knows how you are as a worker. That could be as a student as well. So have that on there, and really that's it. I want these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolded titles, and I want your name and stuff on the top in the center like that. And you'll have a nice resume template. And then as the years go by, you can just add your experience and your awards and your stuff on there. Okay, so now we're going to go to the cover letter. So that's it on the resume. Just keep it a 1 page. Just look like that example, okay? Cover letter. So a cover letter is basically, it is, when you're turning in your resume, you would give them like a packet, and the top would be the cover letter, the next thing would be the resume. Often there's a separate reference page or an application that goes with it. Cover letter is cover letter is a letter of application to be included with almost any packet submitted in consideration of a position. A well-written cover letter can often secure an interview, even if the resume is a little weak. And right now, you guys, you don't have a lot of experience. Your resume is a little weak. So you want to, this is the place for you to kind of tell them about you and why they should give you a chance, okay? So when you look at a sample, okay, there's the sample. You see how they've got this? Looks exactly the same on the top here as it did on the resume, and that's what I want you to do too. Then you have a date. And then this is, you can make up a person's name, call them human resources or something like that. The company you're applying for, their address, and that. On the salutation, you don't want to put to whom it may concern. You need to have a name on there. So it would be dear Mr. Whatever you want to put there, or doctor. Okay. First paragraph. So the first paragraph indicates the position and how you found it. So you're going to say, I am interested in the nurse assistant position that I saw listed on Indeed.com, or you can say you heard it from a friend, or you saw it on their company website, but you want to tell them how you learned about the job. So first paragraph, indicate the position, how you found it, and why you picked them. So you need to do maybe a little research, or if this is a real situation, you would say, I know that Heron Hospital is a wonderful place to work, and I'd love to be a part of your team. Something like that. You want to include a compliment of the facility that you are applying for. Okay, that's your first paragraph. In the second paragraph, tell them why they should pick you. So you need to pick 3 skills that you feel like you have. You can say, I'm a fast learner, I'm a team player, I love, I'm a people person, I love serving others, those kind of things. 3 reasons why they should pick you, and maybe a couple examples of why you are, demonstrating, when you've demonstrated being a team player, and you've demonstrated service to others. Okay, so that's the second paragraph, all about you, telling them how your skills will benefit them. And then the third paragraph, you tell them how much you want the position. So you're just kind of re-entering, in conclusion, or again, I am very interested in this position. Words that tell them that you really want the job. Help them to like and remember you. Balance assertiveness with consideration. So at this point is where you would say, I would really love to have an job interview. I can be reached at, and you can actually say the address or email above, or you can type them out again. I can be reached at, Shelley.holmes@herringschools.org, and then your phone number. And so that is the letter. Now here is the sample letter. This one's probably got more words than I expect you to have to come up with. I do want the basics. I want the header. I want the date. I want the address and stuff of you're addressing to. I want to see the salutation that it does not say to whom this may concern. I want 3 paragraphs. You're going to sign it sincerely. After you sign sincerely, you're going to do 4 spaces, and then you're going to type your name. That space in between the sincerely and where you type your name is where there's supposed to be a handwritten signature. Now, since you guys will be submitting this online, I won't make you, worry about that part. And then you always write attachments if there's attachments, because this isn't going to be the only thing you're going to be sending to them. You're going to be sending cover letter, resume, application, etc. So your assignment is to do the resume, 1-page resume, and a 1-page cover letter in this block format. And that is it. You can, of course, email me if you have any questions. Thank you.